Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. I hope all is well with you this morning. Good morning, good morning. Today's Tuesday. Do you hear my birds? They're cooing. Yes, they are. Look at what these rose petals are doing to my deck. Just spreading all over the place. Maybe it's leaning to the chair. Does it look like it's leading to the chair, telling me, beckoning me, come, 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 Catherine, come and sit in this chair and relax. And then, of course, you see the welcome sign. I love that sign. That sign, I got it from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree. So pretty. And it matches the colors of the garden right now, because the garden is taking on a more jewel tone. These are jewel tone nasturtiums. Isn't that a beautiful salmony color? I love yellow. Yellow used to be my favorite color at one time. Actually, all the colors are my favorite color. I love color. And I love this fuchsia. I love this coleus, how it's turning into this beautiful color pattern. Do you see the color pattern? Nature is such a beautiful artist. She's so good. Look at this. And she encourages us to paint with her. We can paint with flowers. Have you ever thought about that? Yeah. Next time you go, I don't know if their annuals are still out, but next time you go to the plant store and there are groups of annuals, then kind of pick up the 6-packs that you think that will go together and create your own little arrangement. Think of it like you're designing a bouquet of flowers, but instead you're doing it with plants. And then get a bowl and a pot and some soil, and put it together and create your own little arrangement. That's your own unique creation. It's so much fun. At least I think it's fun. And if you're watching this channel, then you like to garden. Let yourself explore and let yourself express. Your self-expressions come forth. Everyone has that talent. How hard is it to dig a hole and put a plant in it? Not that difficult. All that you have to do is care for it. Now that's where the difficulty comes in, because you have to spend the time to think about what the plant needs. You have to come outside of yourself. Anything worth working for takes effort. I really like how this looks, how these plants are just lined up here. And notice how I have it lined up. I have strawberries, then potted plant, strawberries, potted plant, and it almost has a movement. You see the flow? Up, down, up, and then crescendo. Oops, right there, the top of the fig. And then down, swooping here with a message of welcome. Look at that beautiful rose. And then you land here on the chair. Excuse the frog in my throat. I don't know what's happening, but whatever it is, it's got to go. I can't be sick or catch a cold now. I don't claim it. Amen. I love the shape of these nasturtiums. Look at that. The leaf shape is totally different. It's circular. Look at the veining compared to the mint. Look at the mint leaves and the variegation. Very pretty. And then now, oh wow, look at this. The fig. And I believe that's droplets of water on it. Let's see. Yes, it's water. Water droplets. I think it's going to rain later on today because it didn't rain last night. We're coming into that season where it's a little more drier, a little less rain, and of course the heat. I think we're going to be in the high 70s today. So we're definitely transitioning into summer. Look at this nasturtium. So pretty. I like that coloring. It's much lighter. It's a little lighter than this one, which is a little more deeper in color. That's what we have to do. We have to observe, being observant of things. You can't just let things just creep up on you. You have to pay attention. The word seems to be mindfulness. You have to be mindful of what is happening around you and why. It's important to spend the time to think about life. And the garden is a great place for meditation. It's a great place to think. Mr. Owl says for you to be wise. And he matches in with the coloring, the changes. I just really love this. It is so simple, but yet it's unique. You can set the beauty of your house. You can set it up using the plants in the garden and so forth, and create your own environment. So here's another location on the deck. It's simple, but yet it's attractive. It's pulling me in, wanting me to come and sit. And because it's a table, I can either eat out here or I can study out here. There's different things that I can do. But the location is attractive, wanting me to come and spend time here. And, people love beautiful things. People are attracted to beautiful things. So it's up to us to make our spaces attractive. And that's something that you can do and I can do. We could do it in our homes. We could do it out on our decks, our porches, even your car. I mean, you can make your car attractive. The point is that when we create beauty, we're able to create and to think and to feel positive. It helps to create a positive mindset. And that is so valuable, having a positive mindset, because it attracts. Have you heard of the law of attraction? Yeah. I'm not so much into all of that, but I do believe in the concept, and I do believe that there is the law of attraction. That whatever you pay attention to, that is what you attract. Whatever you focus on, that's what you end up producing. And so even with people, you know that saying, birds of a feather flock together. So the people that are like-minded, like you attract them into your life. Yeah. So keep a positive view on life. Stay on the positive side of life. That's what I like to say. Stay on the positive side of life. When you see yourself moving towards the negative side of life, just tell yourself, I'm staying on the positive side of life. Now, looking at these roses here on this climbing rose bush, I could either look at the rose petals that are shrinking up and dying and withering away, or I could focus in on the rose petals or the roses that are actually coming in. You see what I mean? Look at that. When you look at this, you can see either the rose petals that are falling off, shriveling, or dying, and say, oh, I'm losing my roses. Or I can say, oh, look at that. I'm gaining new roses. You can look at the positive parts. See all of the goodness. At least that's my intention. Or I could say, oh, the rose seasons are over. My roses are going away. I'm losing my roses. Or I could say, look at that. New roses are coming in. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Wow. You can see the lifespan of the roses right here in this bunch. Do you see that? Oops. This rose bush has opened up here. Yes. My knockout rose bush here in this corner. That's so pretty. It's definitely different from the other rose bush. Let me give you the comparison here. See, this is this one here. It's less petals. Whereas this one is more like, you know, other roses. Definitely has the petal shape. This front bed is definitely exploding. Look at this. I am getting tomato flowers. The cucumbers starting to develop. The coleus flowers here starting to form. And even back there, my what is it called? But anyway, it wants to seed. I have a flower. Oh, I think this is going to be a red zinnia. And my cosmos are about to flower here. Now look at this. Isn't that beautiful? The zinnia. Orange. Look at the other zinnia. Yeah, look at my marigold. Now, this cucumber vine, I'm going to have to train it up the cage. That it cannot just do its own thing. That it has to be obedient and come up the cage. Yeah, just kind of help it out. But it's nice to see everything growing. Alright, so I have something new to show you too. Isn't this nice? So the yellow of the tick seed, that's called tick seed by the way. The yellow of the tick seed and this color of the daylily. What a beautiful blend. And the daylily isn't even open, but the contrast is just so beautiful. And you see the leaves of the daylily, which are more strappy, and then this is more like a filler. It's very, very garden, you know, very like a bouquet. Now, this is a weed. And do you see these seeds? These seeds will just spread all over your yard endlessly. So I'm going to pull it up. So I don't need that. As you see here, all over. Even though sometimes I just let them stay because I do like their leaves, their leaf shape. I don't know if you noticed this, but the stem of the eggplant is so pretty. It's the same color as this purple perilla. So they just work together really well in the garden. I'm going to step in here into this path because I want to show you something. Look at this. My bells. This is like a woodland plant. But isn't that beautiful? I'm glad I caught them. Ooh, my bud is doing good. I'm going to take this, and I guess it's some kind of aphids. Hopefully not wanting to eat my flower bud. And just wipe it right off right now. No, you don't. I want the promise of that rose. And here's another one. I just noticed that developing there. I love this color. Isn't that a beautiful color of the leaf? I think that's so pretty. And then here is my watermelon plant. Look at that. It's just growing. Now, I had put in the seeds here, and nothing. I think I let them dry out. I don't know. The question is, will I have okra or will I not this year? We shall see. In this container, I planted kale and I also planted basil with it. And I had some basil seeds and I put the basil seeds in here. And look, I'm starting to get little basil seedlings. And then in this one, I planted, let's see, oregano. And we can see the oregano seedlings coming up too. Now I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do to thin it out so that they can all survive. Probably get some dirt and pots and replant them in a different location. But I like this because, you know, learning to plant from seed is new for me. I see all those little seeds and I just drop them in the ground, not really spacing them and doing all of that. So this is an exploration for me. So this is oregano in this pot and the basil seeds in this pot. The lupins are now developing a seed pod. Check out the bee. You see the bee? It's enjoying the lupin. Bees are so important for the garden. They carry the pollen around, they pollinate the flowers, which create the seed. Definitely a beneficial insect. I wanted you to see the lupin seeds, the pods, the seed pods. And this is the purple perilla, and it's going to be seeding too. You know, when I was talking about abundance, that's what I mean. I mean, look at that, because this is going to create a lot of seeds. So hopefully I will have lupins develop in this area, and that they'll spread, even like how this purple perilla, this is all over my garden. It's a thug. I have to be pulling it up. But I don't mind because I love the color. And could you imagine having lupins all over the garden? This is looking very pretty. It almost looks like a bouquet. Now this here, that's sedum, and that's going to flower in the fall. I like how the fennel is developing here. Well, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. What new adventures are you going to have today? Have a great day. Bye.